Hello, my friends. Welcome to American Lingo Academy. I'm Emily, and today we're going to learn another 10 common idioms, phrases, and sentences that native English speakers use every single day. These expressions are super useful, and I promise by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what they mean and how to use them naturally in your own conversations. I know learning English can feel overwhelming sometimes, but remember, we're all here to learn together. Every single expression we cover today is something you'll hear in movies, at work, with friends, or just in everyday situations. So grab a notebook if you want to take notes, get comfortable, and let's dive right in. Number 1, one step at a time. This is a very common phrase that we use when someone feels stressed or worried about doing something big or difficult. It means don't try to do everything at once. Instead, focus on doing one small thing, then the next small thing, and so on. It's like climbing a staircase. You don't jump to the top, you go one step, then another. We use this phrase to encourage someone who feels overwhelmed, or to remind ourselves to be patient with big projects or goals. For example, let's say your friend is worried about learning English because there's so much to study. You could say, "Don't worry about everything right now, just take it one step at a time." Here's another one. Imagine you're moving to a new apartment and you have so many boxes to pack. You might tell yourself, "I'll just pack one room today, one step at a time." Number 2, hear me out. This is a phrase we use when we want someone to listen to our full idea before they say no or disagree. Maybe you have an idea that sounds crazy at first, or maybe someone is already shaking their head before you finish talking. When you say, "Hear me out," you're asking them to be patient and listen to everything you want to say. It's very useful when you need to explain something that might be surprising, or when you think someone might not agree with you right away. For example, you might say to your roommate, "I know this sounds weird, but hear me out. What if we painted our living room bright yellow?" You might hear something like this at work, "I know we're already busy this week, but hear me out. I think we should take on this new project because it could really help our team." Number 3, vice versa. This is actually a Latin phrase, but we use it all the time in English. It means the other way around, or the opposite is also true. When you explain one situation and then say, vice versa, you mean that if you flip the situation around, it's still true. This is really handy when you want to show that something works both ways without repeating yourself. For example, you could say, "I help my sister with her math homework and vice versa." This means your sister also helps you with your math homework. People often say something like, "She doesn't trust him," and vice versa, which means he doesn't trust her either. Number 4, you're too good for me. This is a phrase people use when they feel like someone else is better than they are in some way. Maybe someone is kinder, smarter, more successful, or just an amazing person, and you feel like you don't deserve their friendship or love. It's often used in romantic relationships, but you can use it with friends too. Sometimes people say this when they're being humble, and sometimes they really mean it because they have low confidence about themselves. For example, if someone you like says they want to date you, but you feel insecure, you might say, "Are you sure? I feel like you're too good for me." Here's another one. If your friend always helps you but you feel like you don't help them enough, you might say, "You're such a good friend. Sometimes I think you're too good for me." Number 5, I'm fine either way. This is a super common phrase that means both choices are okay with me, or I don't have a strong preference. When someone asks you to choose between two things and you really don't care which one, this is the perfect phrase to use. It's great for showing that you're flexible and easy to work with. You're not picky, and you want the other person to choose what makes them happy. You might hear something like this, "Do you want to go to the Italian restaurant or the Mexican restaurant?" I'm fine either way, whatever you prefer. For example, if your friend asks, "Should we watch a comedy or an action movie?" you could respond, "I'm fine either way. You pick." Before we continue with the rest of our expressions, I want to ask you for a quick favor. If you're enjoying this lesson and learning something new, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps other English learners find our content. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to American Lingo Academy because we post new videos every single day to help you improve your English naturally and confidently. All right, let's keep going with our next expressions. Number 6, miracles happen every day. This is an inspirational phrase that means wonderful, amazing, or unexpected good things happen all the time. We usually say this to encourage someone who is feeling hopeless or to remind ourselves to stay positive when things are difficult. A miracle is something amazing that seems impossible, but this phrase suggests that impossible things actually happen more often than we think. People use this when they want to give hope to someone or when something surprisingly good happens. For example, if your friend is worried they'll never find a good job, you might say, "Don't give up. Miracles happen every day, and I believe something great is coming for you." People often say something like this when someone recovers from a serious illness. The doctor said it would take months to heal, but she's walking again after just 2 weeks. Miracles happen every day. Number 7, how can you tell? This is a question we ask when we want to know what signs or clues someone used to figure something out. Maybe someone made a guess about something, and you're curious about what made them think that. Or maybe someone seems to know something that isn't obvious to you. It's a way of asking, what made you realize that? Or, what are the signs that showed you that? You might hear something like, "I think Sarah is nervous about her presentation tomorrow. How can you tell?" Well, she keeps checking her notes and she's been quiet all day. For example, imagine your friend says, "I think it's going to rain later." You might ask, "How can you tell?" And they might say, "Look at those dark clouds." Number 8, would you like to come? This is a polite way to invite someone to join you for an activity. It's more formal than saying, "Want to come?" But it's still friendly and warm. We use this when we're doing something fun or interesting, and we want to include someone else. It shows that you're thinking about the other person, and you want them to feel included. It's a nice way to extend an invitation without being too pushy. For example, you might say to a coworker, "We're going to grab lunch at the new cafe down the street. Would you like to come?" Here's another one. "My family is having a barbecue this weekend. Would you like to come? I think you'd really enjoy it." Number 9, it's been over a year. This is a way of talking about time that has passed. We use "it's been" to talk about how much time has gone by since something happened. When we say over a year, we mean more than 12 months. This phrase often comes up when we're talking about how long it's been since we did something, saw someone, or experienced something. It's useful for explaining that a lot of time has passed, and maybe it's time to do something about it. People often say something like, "I really should call my grandmother. It's been over a year since we talked." For example, you might hear, "I haven't been to the dentist in so long. It's been over a year. I really need to make an appointment." Number 10, there's no way to. This phrase means it's impossible to do something, or there isn't a method or solution available. We use it when we want to express that something cannot be done, at least not in the current situation. Sometimes we use it to show frustration, and sometimes we use it just to state a fact. It's a definitive way of saying that something is not possible, or that we don't have the tools, knowledge, or ability to do it. You might hear something like, "The computer crashed and I didn't save my work. There's no way to recover it now." For example, if someone asks you to predict exactly what will happen next week, you might say, "There's no way to know for sure what's going to happen. We'll just have to wait and see." And there you have it. 10 more useful expressions that will make your English sound more natural and help you communicate more like a native speaker. Remember, don't try to memorize all of these at once. Take it one step at a time, practice using 1 or 2 in your conversations this week, and gradually add more as you feel comfortable. The most important thing is to start using these expressions in real situations. Try them out with friends, use them when you're talking to yourself, or even practice them in front of a mirror. The more you use them, the more natural they'll become. Thank you so much for watching today's lesson. If this video helped you learn something new, please give it a like and share it with other English learners who might benefit from it. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know which expression was your favorite or if you have any questions about how to use them. And of course, subscribe to American Lingo Academy because we post new videos every single day to help you on your English learning journey. I'll see you in the next lesson. Keep practicing and remember, you're doing great.